Good morning, everyone. It's Anne Manera, and we are back again today, which is Wednesday, December 5th, for another live color along. Today we're using watercolor pencils. And Scarlett and Paisley, you guys have to move. They were trying to get in my seat. How dare they? So we're doing a page today from Color Along Volume 10, and this page can also be found in Frenzy. So, I'm a little bit early today. Are we early today? Or it's already 9:58. Okay, no, I'm not as early as I thought. So we're going to give everyone a couple of minutes to get here. I'm using watercolor pencils today. I am using my Moped watercolor pencils, which are only in a plastic bag right now because the box is just like, I don't know, bit the dust apparently. I don't know what happened to the box. So I've had those for quite some time. We'll flip through Frenzy. We'll swatch our colors. We'll chat. We'll have some fun. So let's see who's here this morning. Scarlett says hello with her little squeaky, crying little voice. Hey, good morning to Holly. Good morning, Sarah and Jason. How are you, my friend? Hey, good morning, Abby. Yvonne Hughes has joined us. Good morning to you. Good morning, Diana. Who else is here with us this morning? Let me see if I can flip back up to the top part. Good morning, Sarah. Abby's here. Did I already say good morning, Abby? Well, if I did, then good morning twice to you. Pam. Good morning, Pam. Good morning to Cheryl. Hey, Judy. Good morning, Martha Carter. How are you, my friend? Good morning and afternoon. Exactly. You're right. Hey, Judy Ladd. What else do we have? Chris Humphreys here with us. Costelli. Hey, Chris. Who else? Anybody else that I missed? If I've missed you, my apologies. Good morning to everyone. So I've been busy in my studio is looking like Santa's workshop over the past couple of days. Hey, good morning, Marty. Because Secret Santa is underway, and Secret Santa has 20 people participating this year, so that's incredible. And what we're doing a little bit different this year is I'm sending out signed autographed copies of coloring books. And I was a little worried that I wasn't going to be able to pull it off, but luckily I went through all of the wish lists yesterday and all of the books, the stack of books that I had, and I would manage to be able to have a book for everyone that will be a signed copy. So this way it'll be mailed out to you rather than shipped to you directly from the publisher, and it'll get to you sooner. So my plan is to get everything shipped out over the weekend. So that is my goal. And so much big thanks to everyone who participated in Secret Santa this year. Unbelievable turnout. So many people actually bought tickets, Secret Santa tickets for other people, and as like a gift, a random act of kindness. So that part really blows me away. That everyone did that. Not that I'm surprised, because everyone is actually really nice, right, Scarlett? Scarlett is just can't contain her excitement. What's the matter, Scarlett? What's wrong? Did your friend take your bone again? Okay, let's go see. Come on, let's get Scarlett her bone. What happened, Paisley? Oh, Paisley has both of them. Paisley, you're kind of a bone hog. Here you go. Paisley's a little bit of a bone hog. Today we are making, or tomorrow, I'm not sure, today or tomorrow, we're making, me and the dogs. I'm the one that's doing it. Who am I kidding? I'm the one that's doing all the work. I'm going to make sweet potato dog treats. Has anyone ever made those? Where you slice the sweet potato and you put it in the oven for like 3 hours on 250 degrees. It's supposed to be kind of like a rawhide chew. So I'm going to give it a try. We'll see what happens. I figured it's cold enough to keep the oven on long enough, rather than having to say it's too warm in here. So I'm going to try it. So let's get started with taking a flip through Frenzy. Hey, Frenzy was drawn during Draw Live. That's how Frenzy was born. Hey, good morning, Bonnie Miller. And, excuse me, hiccups again. Here we come, hiccups. This is an 8x10 book. It's got 24 pages. I can't believe this was from a year ago. 24 pages to color, 2 copies of every page. And it's Frenzy. It's these kind of like squares here that kind of look like a quilt. People told me I should have called this a quilt book, but I did not. Good morning, Judy. Good morning, Beth. And then it's got a couple of different style pages in it. It has a page like this with this grid of like 16 little squares. And then it has these bigger pages. So these are really good for people who maybe have dexterity issues, or people that are maybe have vision problems, to color in bigger spaces. So we'll flip through this and see how we do. So this is a fun book, and Christmas Frenzy is kind of in the style of this, and Snowman Frenzy is in the style of this, right? So all kind of the same theme of these books. I don't know. Are you guys sick of coloring this style book, this Frenzy or View series book? I'm working on another book right now. I don't know what I'm calling it. I'm kind of calling, my working title is Groupings or Groupies. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to title it, but it has groups of things. Like it has a bunch of candles, or it has a bunch of angels all standing in a row, a bunch of flower pots, that type of thing. I don't know if you guys saw that. I did it during Draw Live, and it went to... Oh, no, I didn't do a Draw Live, but the coloring membership people got that page as part of their coloring package, or similar page. Not the actual page, but a similar page. So that's one book that I'm working on. And then what's the other book? Oh, I know what I started today. Kind of chipping away, sitting in front of the computer, kind of zoning out. I started working on Color Along Volume 11. I have Color Along book Volume 11 that I've already kind of started working on. So I'm going to be taking some photographs over the next few days to get that book up and running. Can you believe it? Volume 10. I'm going to do Volume 11. I don't know. Crazy, isn't it? Hey, Alice. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Dawn, I keep seeing your post about... Hey, Kristen. Kristen, I'm not answering your message because I can't do two things. I can't do more than one thing at a time here. Whew. This is Frenzy. It's an 8x10 book, and it has all of these pages that look like this, but then it has these bigger pages. I love this book. Julia's saying, love Frenzy. I like this book. I like this book because it has these pages. These are actually my favorites. I feel like I should have a whole book of just those. Maybe it could be called Big Frenzy, or, you know, like a big thing. Hey, Alexandria. Hey, Lynn Miller. Yeah, so I really like this book. I like this book because it has this, this page here, these pages. These are nice to play around with watercolor pencils, which is what we're doing today. Or it is nice for, if you want to make dots, or you want to add your own flair to it, or your own design to it. So I don't know. It's just, it's kind of like in a frenzy type book. But which ones do you like? Do you like the smaller drawn pages like this one? Or do you like the pages that have the bigger spaces to color like this one? Hey, Christina Jensen. So, so what's everyone doing today on this crazy Wednesday? What do we call this today? Hump Day? I really don't like calling that Hump Day. Do you? Martha Carter is saying, I love Frenzy too. Use several pages to mix and match colors in new pencil set. Ooh. I'm reading Holly's comment. You know, I put do not bend every time I ship a book. I don't know if they're going to pay attention to it, but I will try. Abby is saying, you are the Energizer Bunny too early in the morning. Oh, Abby, let me tell you something. This is my color along voice. It's like my radio voice. I was not the Energizer Bunny about a half an hour before I did this. Trust me. I actually, should I say it? I don't know. I don't really like to say too much while I'm doing this on these live videos. But at about 8:45, I actually contemplated canceling today because I just wasn't feeling like I was up for it. But then I said to myself, I can't do that. I have to do it. Because what am I going to do? Sit here and feel sick? I really don't really feel very good, actually. I think I have some sort of a sinus issue going on myself, too, Kristen. I've had a headache since Sunday. It's just not going away. So, yeah, I'm not really the Energizer Bunny like you think, Abby. This is just my color along voice. I'm faking it. I'm faking it till I make it, I guess, right? What are we saying oh no to Christina for? I don't know. Oh, she's sick with the flu too. And someone else was sick with the flu. Thank you, Lynn. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I decided that I needed a distraction. So I'm going to use you all to be my distraction today, I guess. I don't know. I figured that I'll just forget about everything for the whole hour. I don't know who that is, Chris. Does anybody know who that is? I don't know. I never have what they call trolls, but I don't know who that is. Martha says, thank you, but take care. I'm okay. I mean, it's not, if it was really bad, I wouldn't be here, but need a distraction. So this is Frenzy. Okay. Thank you, Abby. Yeah, a lot of people are sick with the flu, right? A lot of people are sick with the flu, or they're sick with a sinus infection, or, you know, it's crazy weather that happens, you know? So, I don't know. So, all right, so let's get started. So I'm using Moped. Enough of that complaint train, right? We don't want to get on that complaint train. I'm not riding that. I'm not riding that caboose today. Okay, so where is my pen? I always lose a pen. Oh, staring right in front of me. All right, so I've got Moped watercolor pencils today. No, what am I doing? Whew, wrote it in the wrong place. And Frenzy. My name is the artist. Boy, if I put someone else's name there, we'd have to turn off the video right now, right? Yeah, who is this Ghoul person? Ghoul, who are you? We don't know you. It's nice that you're here, but let's keep it simple, please. Product name is Moped Watercolor Pencils. And Ghoul needs to be escorted out of here. Yeah, we don't know who this person is. I don't know how do I do that? I don't know if I have a, wait, who is this dude? How do I get him out? I don't know how we get him out. I mean, we're telling we're going to get him out, but do we know how to do it? No. I'm lucky I had the flu shot, but I still ended up with a cold, Jason's saying. Well, I hope you feel better, Jason. Hello, Bonnie Hughes. So we're just going to ignore this guy, okay? Because, we're just going to ignore him. Oh, Cheryl. We love you too, Cheryl. We're just going to ignore this ghoul guy. Kind of a funny name, but his name is Ghoul, isn't it? Maybe now that... I don't know how to do that. Yes, Lynn, thank you. Lynn is going to be my bouncer. Lynn is the resident bouncer. Do it, Lynn. All right. So, I've got these Moped pencils here, and let's just kind of like take a blind pick here. This is deep blue. Oh, you know what I don't have? Water. Christina Jensen says, oh, Anne, I love you always. You're so positive even when you're sick. I wasn't very positive about an hour ago. I forgot water, of course. Hold on. Okay. Whew. I don't know how I forgot the water. That was weird, huh? Maybe he left. I think he left, Abby. I was saying he's trolling the room. I've never had a troll. I'm kind of weirdly flattered. I've never had a troll. Paisley, this container is not for you to play with. This is for me to use for water. I give my dog empty yogurt containers, and I guess she thinks that this is for her. Okay, so here is this first color I'm going to use, which is called Deep Blue. Deep Blue. Okay, go on to this section. I have a small brush. I have just this like tiny brush right here, and that's what I'll be using. So I do have a piece of paper behind here, but this is just the paper from the book, so I'm not really making a big deal about it. The only thing I would say when you're using watercolor pencils, thank you, Lynn. The only thing that I would say when you're using watercolor pencils is that you have to just be conscious of what you color first, because it might be wet, right? It's kind of like using gel pens. So because I'm using this color first, which is Deep Blue, and I am going to color with a really heavy pressure on like the in-between section here, of in between these half circles. Can you see that okay? No, can't see that at all. I'm gonna get rid of that bottom thing. Let's get rid of that. That better? And then here too. And then by just using that heavy pressure there, then I'll add the water on top of this, and it'll spread it out into the middle. It kind of reminds me of the paint with water books. Did you ever buy those books when you were a kid? You know, like when you were 3 and you walked into the store and you made your own purchase. No, like you ever have those when you were a kid, or maybe you bought them for your own kids or your grandchildren. I don't know what she's barking at. Oh, we know what she's barking at. The trash pickup today. Hey, so today we're not getting mail. I think that's terrible. I don't like that. Did you guys see that? Mail is canceled today. Does that mean that, like, there's no school today? Because I saw buses picking up kids today. This trash. I'm just going to kind of give it a light pressure here on top of these. And I'm easing up on my pressure. We got to get Scarlett to stop. Whatever that is, sounds like it's stopped. Yeah, I'm not really ready to file a complaint to Facebook. He'll go away. If you think you're going to get trolls and you think the negative energy is going to follow you, then it will. Ignore it. The trash man's out there. It is terrible not to get mail. I'm hoping for UPS. I agree with you, Lynn. I was kind of like, what do you mean we're not going to get mail? What the heck is this? I thought it was a little nuts. All right, so I'm just going to dip my brush in a little bit of water, and then I am just going to paint on top of it, just to kind of spread that color around. And this is a sable hair brush that I'm using, which is a very cheap brush, actually. It's not even an expensive brush. But sometimes if you use a white bristle brush, the brush is a little firmer and rougher, and it will actually kind of scrub the page a little bit. Today is the National Day of Mourning for President Bush Sr., right? George Bush Sr. So it's been declared a National Day of Mourning, so there's no mail, which I thought was weird because I thought that the post office was not technically a government-run agency. Are they just like participating out of respect? Thank you, Lynn. Al says, leaf blower man, no mail or box delivery due to former Bush dying. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Alice. You were reading my mind. We don't know where leaf blower man is today. Leaf blower man was outside last night at 10 o'clock. I don't know what he was doing. It was crazy. Okay, there we go. All right, what else was I going to tell you? Packages are going to be delivered, right? No bills today. I know, but that doesn't mean you don't have to pay them, right, Bonnie? That is a good sign, no bills today. Do they get paid today? The mail people? I hope. Wouldn't want to have a day off like that and not get paid. I have so much stuff to mail, too. Well, maybe this means that I need to be paying I should be paying bills today, but maybe I should just delay it until tomorrow. That'll be my contribution. Okay, so I'm just going to let this area dry a little bit. And I mean, that kind of really just kind of played with the negative space, don't you think? He may be sleeping in. I don't know what he's doing. Who knows, Heather? Crazy people in this world, let me tell you. All right, what's my next color I'm going to pick? I mean, we could go with kind of red, white, and blue to make it, you know, go with the National Day of Mourning. All right, this one is called light red. And I'm just going to swatch this color here. Doesn't it look like more orange than anything else? Sarah is saying, I can't wait for tomorrow, but don't want to rush today. I'm getting some glitter markers. I'm just not going to pay them. I know. Really, Heather, you're right. Oh, it's crazy. Chris is saying UPS, FedEx are private corporations. Yeah, but I thought that the United States Postal Service was not technically part of the government. Am I wrong in thinking that? I wonder if the post office is open even if there's no delivery. I don't think so. I would think they would be closed. That would be really a tease if they were open and there was no delivery. Wouldn't it be? My post office, though, I can go there and pick up my mail at my post office box even when they're not open. They have like an automatic lock on the door or something. It opens up at a certain time and then locks at a certain time. And when you walk in there, you're like the only person in the whole building getting your mail. And every time I do it, I think to myself, because it's kind of like this section of it that there's someone could be standing around the corner. It's a little risque. It's like a risky thing I do. Walk into the post office when it's closed. It just kind of makes me think that, boy, my life is boring if that's like the most risky thing I do. What are you crying for now, Scarlett? What is the problem? Do you need something else? Here. Look, she put them right here. Come here. Come here. Don't let her bully you. This is a better one, Scarlett. Take this one. That one's good. Judy says government took over the postal service, so they started losing money. Oh, I didn't know that, Judy. Christina says my dog talks back to your dog. Oh, these dogs talk. Do your dogs talk? I used to go to the post office to pick up my mail on Sunday when there was nobody there, Lynn, because it is freaky, isn't it? Who got mail? Someone did get mail this morning? Christine, you have mail? You did? Maybe it was from yesterday. The other day I didn't get any mail, which I thought was odd. Plus, my new mailman, I had to speak with him the other day. We had to have a little bit of a discussion because he kept leaving my packages on the step. And there's 3 steps. You walk off my front porch and then you go around, you kind of like turn like around the corner basically. And then you go down these 3 little steps. And he was leaving the packages on the step. And one of them was a really like a plasticky envelope, like from, I think it was a Kohl's delivery. And I almost stepped on it. And if I stepped on it, I would have gone flying over a railing and probably would have been dead. So I said to him, do you think you could not leave him on the step? I mean, what the heck? You trying to kill me? But he probably thought I was being a crank. This one is called Aubergine. Interesting name, isn't it? That purple color. And I'm actually gonna color this section here with the purple. Now, I'm using a heavier pressure like I did with that light red, which really looks like orange to me. And by doing that, it'll make it look like the pigment is much darker. So if I color it all in. If I did a lighter pressure, then it's gonna look lighter. Darker pressure, then it's gonna look darker. So, you tried not to go alone to the post office, Len? Yeah, I really shouldn't walk in there by myself. I could take a dog with me. I don't know what that's going to help me do. Then I'll be worried something's going to happen to the dog. I'll have to have someone watch on the outside. When I call my feet dogs, they are saying they hurt. When I call my feet dogs, they are talking, saying they hurt. Oh, your dogs are barking. Right, Sarah? I think I have to let Scarlett outside, actually. She looks like she's going to have a little bit of a conniption back there. Don't your post office have a drop-off where you can do it yourself and it's outside, Holly's asking? Yes, they do, but I have to go inside to use the key for a post office box. That's inside. You have to go outside, Scarlett? You can go outside? Yeah? All right. All right, they're outside. It's very nice outside, actually, so. Christine, so there was actually, it was mail then, today. Well, that's weird, isn't it? Maybe they didn't get the memo. Maybe he went to work and maybe that who knows? Isn't that crazy? So see how rich this is? Isn't that amazing how rich that color becomes? And it just kind of turns into paint on your page. So I think that coloring using watercolor pencils is way different than painting with watercolors. Do we have anyone here today that paints with watercolors? Because it's completely different, completely different. Lynn is saying, I was on postal advisory committee for the town. When they decided to have the boxes open, I asked for video cameras. The mayor thought it was not necessary. She's no longer the mayor. I no longer have the box. Well said, Lynn. It sounds like a commentary that should be on a news show. That's great. Abby saying, little bear, my kitten is watching snug on my lap like a baby. Oh, how adorable. What a cute name. Okay, I'm going to use Lovely Pink next. So you think maybe they didn't get the memo, Christine? Maybe, huh? There's Lovely Pink. Give it a quick shopping. And then I'm going to go back up here to this area here, and I'm going to use my pink along the edge here in a very, very heavy pressure. There we go. So coloring camp is moving along. A lot of people joining coloring camp. Every day a new person joins. So that's exciting. And we begin on January 20th. Can you believe it? I can't wait. It's going to be really, really cool. We have a lot happening that week. We've got giveaways. That's going to be awesome. The giveaways are going to be cool. Plus a lot of different things happening that week. That camp book is really thick too. It's really nice. So, you have to sign up by January 10th, so you make sure you get the book on time. I mean, you could sign up the day before if you really want to and get a PDF, but if you really want to get that book delivered on time from our friends at Amazon, then you need to make sure that you sign up in enough time, you know? Because 2-day delivery is not 2-day delivery from the time you place your order. It's from the time it's shipped. So keep that in mind. So that part is going to be cool. Tomorrow is the last day to enter for the Sparrenfarben color pencil giveaway, the 72 set. So if you've not entered that, Abby, enter that because you're on a roll this week. Enter that so you can win a set of those pencils. Those are oil-based colored pencils. They're really, really nice. I've used them a few times. Secret Santa is moving along, Alice. Secret Santa is going along great. We have a lot of people that have signed up. We have 20 people that have signed up for Secret Santa. And I am able to ship out books that are going to be signed copies. The stack is ready. Everyone's names are on the books. They're waiting. And my next step is to just package everything up. So it looks like Santa's workshop at my house today. I want to make sure that I need to get some more packages, some more envelopes. To package everything up, and then my goal is to get them shipped out over the weekend. 20 people signed up though. Isn't that amazing? Very, very cool. And then we'll have a reveal. The reveal will be posted next week once everyone receives their books, because I think it's probably going to take about 7 days for everyone to get, or maybe 2 to 5, I think. I have to look when I print the labels. Holly says, they announced it on the news this morning and last night that post office and others will be closed. Maybe Christine's mail people didn't get the information in time. And they all decided to go to work because they're just eager beavers. Diana is saying, my dogs hope there's mail today. It's cold here and their sweaters are scheduled for delivery today. Oh, how cool. What kind of sweaters did you buy them? I buy my dogs, I don't need to buy them anymore, to be honest with you, because I have so many of them. Because I got them for like a steal, basically. I buy them Fido fleece. Have you seen those, Diana? Fido fleece jackets. It's like more of a jacket actually than it is a sweater, but it's fleece and it velcros up the back, so they just kind of put their legs through it because they dress themselves, right? No, they just put their legs through it and then you velcro it up the back. They're very expensive. I'm gonna tell you that. I mean, my dogs are like. Scarlet and Paisley are big, so they're like 80 pounds, right? So 70, 80 pound dogs. and they're tall. So I think a sweater for them was like maybe $55 or $60. But I only have a lot of them because I had shopped at this website called BaxterBoo.com. You ever shop there, Diana? Baxter Boo? Or our other furry friend people? And Baxter Boo had them on sale for $10 a jacket one year. I ordered, I think I ordered about 20 of them. And I ordered 10 for myself, and I ordered, my best friend ordered 10, and I placed her order for 10. I ordered so many of them that the Baxter Boo people called me up and said, did you make a mistake? Were you shopping drunk? It's like, no, I really do want them. So I have a lot of them. Abby is saying that she did enter for the colored pencil giveaway. Oh, cool. Chris is getting her camp book today. Beth got her camp book the first time I got to go to camp. Oh, how cool. That's right, Beth. It's so exciting that you're joining us. Hey, Julie. I'm going to pay forward in January, Heather's saying. What are you going to do, Heather? Now I'm intrigued. I'm hoping for my new bonding pouch for my sugar gliders come, I guess, tomorrow, Abby is saying. Hey, Cindy Lamb. Check them out, Diana. BaxterBoo.com. It's a really, really cool website. Dawn is saying, my mother-in-law knits baby sweaters that zip up the back. I took a newborn one for my little dog. It's really much more... it's much easier to dress the dog when it zips up the back, don't you think? When it velcros up the back. These are really nice, too. The quality of fleece is like... it's like North Face for a dog, I guess. You know? It's really, really good quality. I have some pictures of my dogs wearing them. They're not too crazy about them. Well, Paisley isn't really crazy about them. My dogs love when it's freezing cold outside. Like when it snows, Paisley likes to lay down on top of a clump of snow, a pile of snow. So I always I make a pile of snow for her so she can lay down on it. We create a little bed outside for her. Scarlett's okay with it, but they do have a little bit of static, and I think that part might bother Scarlett a little bit. Sometimes they play too rough, and then I find like a jacket on the floor. It's like they've stripped each other. Or I'll go outside and I'll go to look, and it's like, no one's wearing their jackets anymore, but there they are. They're playing tug-of-war with them. Heather is saying, a surprise. I'll talk it out with you, Anne, next month. Oh, so exciting. Something to look forward to, Heather. All right, so I've got this section all done here, and now for my middles here, for those middle areas, I'm going to let this dry a little bit before I do that because I don't want anything to mix. Because if I put a yellow next to these, for example, it's going to turn to green. And I'm going to use one of my favorite colors in this set. It's called Dune. I don't really know why I like it so much, but it's really a deep, deep, deep yellow. I'm starting to think that maybe deep yellow is actually one of my favorite colors. It used to be magenta. Is Barb Folk here with us today? Wonder how she's feeling. Judy is saying Abby likes to tunnel in the snow and have Daddy pull her like she's on a sled. Oh, that's funny. What kind of dog is Abby? See, we have Abby the person, Abby the dog. Melody the person, Melody the dog. Cleo the... What is it? Is it Cleo the cat? Yeah, Cleo the cat, right? Bonnie says her dog hates clothes. I had a dog that used to have really bad skin allergies all the time. And the only thing that would stop her from scratching herself was to put a jacket on her. And that's how I found these Fido fleece jackets. It got to the point where she always had a t-shirt on. And I used to buy her white t-shirts to wear. She just had such a bad skin allergy. It was awful. And I took her to a holistic vet, and they diagnosed her with being allergic to dust mites. The common household dust mite. I mean, what do you do with that, right? Hey, Lisa. Lisa, I hope you're having a better day today. Right, there's my yellow color. We haven't seen Barb today, right? Cindy, sorry I'm late. It's 7:30, dark and cold, and I overslept. Where do you live, Cindy? Hey, you guys really came out strong yesterday with the color along with Katie Darden to support the Paradise Campfire victims. I can't believe how many books all of you bought from her to support that wonderful cause. So thank you to everyone for doing that. That was incredible. All right, so there's my deep yellow color. And then I think I'm just going to kind of be full of color today with this. This one is called Gulf Green. Well, it's green, but it's called Gulf. I name it Gulf Green. I'm enhancing the name. Good, Lisa. You know, Lisa, when you can't find your funny and you can't make yourself laugh, you know it's kind of a bummer of a day, right? So you got to crack yourself up. So this is just this green color here, and I'm going kind of light. So I'm varying my pressure. Hey, Lisa, have you ever made those dog treats that are sweet potatoes where you cut them up and you bake them in the oven for like 3 hours on like 250 degrees? Or have you ever given those to your dogs? I'm thinking of making those. We may make them this afternoon. I'm not sure. So I'm just kind of giving this green golf kind of a nice color, a nice complement to this blue. And I'm going to use a bigger brush, this brush right here. Dawn says, I am allergic to dust mites. Oh, British Columbia, Canada. Is it really dark or it's still at 7:30? That's terrible. I'm allergic to dust mites. It sucks. I had to go through allergy shots for 5 years. Yeah, I'm allergic to dust mites too, but I know, Heather, I cannot imagine losing everything either. That would have been, I just cannot imagine it. I mean, how do you start from the beginning? It's just, I mean, I guess you can look at it in a positive way that it is a fresh start, but still, how do you start from the beginning of everything? Especially if you don't really, I mean, who has the money really to just start life completely fresh, you know? So there's that part of it. Melody is a Yorkie Terrier and Cleo is a Sphinx cat. Those are Alice's pets. I can't, you've made those, Lisa? They love them? I'm going to make them. Are they really the consistency of rawhide? How long will my dogs chew these things? Am I going to give them to them and walk away and they're going to be already eaten? Diana's dogs love those sweet potato treats too. All right, cool. I'm doing it. So Christina says, my dog hates blankets. And she hates her long fur. She will try to bite it off when I let her fur grow. What kind of dog do you have? And we need to get some pairs and do that for my dogs. It's hard to find good quality treats. It is very hard to find good quality treats. My dogs are into the bone, you know. You know, it's like a controversial thing. I do know it, believe me. This one is called Strawberry, another one of my favorite colors. But I'm going to try those other ones. They go quick? Yeah, I had a feeling about that. What doesn't, right, Lisa? They're so eager. Don't you ever just look at your dogs and think to yourself, I do this all the time, is there anything that would make me that happy, as happy as you're getting? I mean, sometimes my dogs are like, they look like they're just going to explode with happiness. And I just think to myself, I wish there was something that really made me that happy. That I was just going to like wiggle my butt and wag my tail and just ready to explode. Christina says, you start fresh by help from friends and get stuff secondhand. I've tried to start from fresh. Yeah, I guess. I mean, there's always help, right? There's always help that will happen. People rise to the occasion when there's something that when people need help. It's amazing. We criticize people, right? But yet, in tragedy, people come together. So that part is awesome. Christina's dog is a Shih Tzu Maltese Chihuahua mix. Oh, and an interesting mix. You don't buy any dog. You always make all your dog treats, Diana. I do make biscuits for them. We should swap some recipes. I have a dog treat cookbook, George's recipes, but we're kind of stuck on this one recipe we've been using that they've been eating a lot. It's just it's shredded carrots with wheat flour and some garlic powder. You can put mashed sweet potato in that recipe too, but they love them. And I usually cut them with just cookie cutters. I usually make them look like people. But I go through them pretty quick. So you make all your dog... it's just hitting me that you said that, Diana, that you make all your dog treats. Because you have 10 dogs, correct? How many treats do you make? Hey, Marvin. Lisa's saying, we just started getting the Stronger Chewer Bark Box monthly. We're very pleased. Oh, I don't have that Bark Box subscription. Heather says, I had to quit giving my cats treats. They got so addicted to them and annoyed me for them. They wouldn't eat their regular food. Beth needs help making her own. Abby had a white collie, but she passed. And before, she had raised a golden. I love a golden retriever. It's a great breed, isn't it? They're very eager to please. They go with the flow. One of our dogs has food allergies, Beth is saying, and they cannot have wheat. Oh, yeah. And I mean, when my other dog that had skin allergies, was allergic to peanut hulls or peanuts. She was allergic to peanuts, but I didn't know that the food I was feeding her had peanut hulls in it. That was like I think I was giving her science diet at the time, and there was peanut hulls in that. So I switched to Merrick for a little while, and then I switched to a Whole Foods dog food, which was a 365 brand dog food. It was actually very good. I mean, when I ate a bowl of it, it was delicious. No, it was really very good. They seem to like it. Dawn is saying, I have food allergic dog also. My treats are made with either brown rice flour, almond flour, or coconut flour. Oh, that's an expensive dog treat, right? So I want to know how Diana makes treats for 10 dogs. Because that's like dog treat bakery business. I have to get George's recipes. I have to do double, triple, any recipe. No kidding. You had 4 golden retrievers, Abby? Yeah, you must have to make a lot of dog biscuits, Diana. I'm going to go with this. Is this still the same color? Aberdeen. Oh, I forgot to put my name of my pencil here. My dogs are awfully quiet. Oh, there they are. They were kind of freaking me out a little bit for how quiet they were back there. Okay, there is my purple Aberdeen. And then I am going to just kind of add a little bit of water to this. I'm going to let this dry a little bit. All right, so what part is dry here? Let's see. Put my pen away. I don't want to lose that pen. All right, so everything on here is pretty much dry from the top down. It's drying from the top down in that order, okay? Now, you could still take this now, that it has been totally dry, and take a marker or a pen, something that is not going to be water soluble, because then it'll kind of go back into it. And we can add some enhancements to this. So I'm going to use this Faber-Castell Pitt pen and make some enhancements. Heather's asking, do you give Miley treats? Do you give Miley treats, Chris? 2 at a time, mother and daughters. Oh, how amazing. What were their names, Abby? Chris says she's really overweight and treats are only going to make it worse. Yeah, my dogs are not really like... They could stand to lose a few pounds too, you know? Who can't? They only get treats once a week. Too many of them. Oh, no kidding. I don't blame you, Diana. That's to say, my one cat likes bugs or freeze-dried treats. She's good about how many treats she wants, but bugs she can't get enough of. What do you give her for bugs? I've never heard of this. All right, so I'm going to kind of go up to this section here, and I'm going to just add a little bit, just kind of a tiny bit of this with this black pen, just to kind of, you know, fancy it up a little bit. I'm not going to touch this section here because I just kind of feel like that's too wet right now. But as I go towards this one, oh, guess what's humming out there? Leaf blower, man. So these little guys in the middle, see there? Kind of reminds me of a calico pattern. Now, I just have to clarify that there are no leaves on the trees in my neighborhood. So I don't know. Lisa says, we just added a ferret to the family. Her name is Lego. Oh, what a cool name. Have you ever had a ferret before? And what do the dogs think of it? What do the dogs think of the ferret? And I think I'll do the same thing to this section here. think I'm going to start a noise pollution committee in my area, in my neighborhood. Anti-noise. This guy does not work, Bonnie. Can you tell? It's crazy. Oh, Christina, you're that sick. This is the first time in years I'm so sick that my hubby had to take care of my horse. That really annoyed me that I can't do this myself, but grateful that he will do this for me. Oh my goodness. What is your horse's name? I always love names. All right, Abby's telling us her dog's names. Where is it? Cougar, Yentl. I love that. Nyla and Pikachu. Is that, am I saying that right? Beth says, I buy her live crickets during the winter. She hunts bugs in the summer, and my daughter helps grasshoppers to feed her. I would be freaked out if I went to the store. He does. I think he does have OCD, Holly. Thank you. I would be freaked out if I was feeding crickets like that. There's when I go to the pet store to buy food for my dogs, there's a big giant like plastic bin underneath the register, and that's where all the crickets are. And one day I was there at the register, and this girl was getting something out of it, and all of a sudden, many, I mean, I don't even know how many, like maybe 100 crickets started popping out and jumping out of this big bin, and it was just like crazy. Lisa saying, years ago our dog Henson is in love with her. The other two don't care. Oh, about the okay, let me read that better here. This is like not in context. Years ago Lisa had a ferret, okay? That's what it is, right, Lisa? And her dog Henson is in love with her. I always wonder if my dogs need a pet, but I think they would get a little bit too much with it. Christina is saying, my head is pounding and have trouble getting air when I stand up. Oh no, my head is pounding too. I've had a headache since Sunday night. Christina says his horse's name is Max, Good and Powerful. Oh, how cool. I have to get this dog to come in because she's crying. Beth says, my cat eats them in the bathtub. She loves to hunt. Yeah, I would be freaked out. I don't know if I would be doing that. You are a good cat mom, let me tell you, because I don't think I would be doing that. All right, what else should I add to this? I guess I'll add some dots to this. I don't know if you can see them. To the purple section. And then I'm going to add some dots just coming around here. Just to kind of enhance it, that's all. And I'll do the same thing here, but for this one, I think I'll go like this. Chris says, I hope you're going to the doctor. If you haven't already, Christina, I agree. Lisa says, Abby, our bearded dragon, eats superworms. Haven't had a sugar glider yet. How many pets do you have, Lisa? Dawn says, we had 5 ferrets at one time, and the dogs and cats used to play with the ferrets. I miss my ferrets. It's like a circus in the house when they were around. Thank you, Christina. Christina says, this coloring looks amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I get it, Beth. Beth is saying she'll drive us crazy if we don't. I get it. I get that. Sometimes we have to do things for our pets just to keep our sanity, right? Just to keep our own sanity. I'm just going to move this around a little bit and see what I can possibly do to this top portion, because I need to have some sort of dots up here, right? Maybe I could go like this. Let's see if I just kind of go like this. Just kind of giving these little dots up here. And that's it. So it looks kind of cool. Looks like it would make a great quilt, doesn't it? Diana is saying, I've had an earache for a week now. Sigh, may have to break down and see a doctor, but I don't want to spend the money. Less coloring books. Isn't that awful? I've had an earache for a while too. I know. Isn't it awful? It's terrible. You need Vicks. Vicks Vapor Rub. Vicks Vapor Rub, a graham cracker, and a cup of tea. You'll be all set. When the boys were young, we had a zoo, Abby is saying. Oh, they do look like sewing lines. You're right, Judy. Thank you. Hell, you had the flu for 5 days? Yeah, isn't it awful? I know, it's crazy. Well, I'm glad that we were all able to come together today to voice our symptoms and our complaints and just be like crabs about how we feel today. So hopefully we can now just move on and we can just not feel sick for the rest of the day. Lisa's saying 3 dogs. This is what you have. These are Lisa's pets. I like the names. Maple, Henson, Clarence. A psycho cat named Goose. A bearded dragon named Shy, and Lego the ferret. Oh, how cool. I hope you're able to get them all in like a... All right, hey Martha, thanks for joining us so much. So thanks so much for joining us so much. Thanks for joining us today, Martha. Lisa, you should get them all in a photo. Do you think they'll all take a photo together? That would be kind of cool. All right, so these are Moped watercolor pencils. These are available on Amazon. I've had these for quite a long time, to the point where they now only live in a hefty Ziploc bag. So the box just did not make it. It's now part of... It's just not here anymore. So that's our page for today. I'll be posting a completed page on the coloring group. Yeah, use Vicks, Diana. That stuff's amazing. And apple cider vinegar. That'll help, right? So I just made sure that I did put a piece of paper behind this because I did not want it to go through as far as the water itself. The color probably didn't go through, but the water would have. So that's why I did do that. All right, so let's see what's next. And I'm not going to close this book because that's still kind of damp. Monday the 10th, we have a page that is from Comforting Mandalas. Let's see if we can find that page. I guess I should have organized this book a little better and put everything in order, but then that would have just been way too organized, right? The pencils are called Moped or Maped, M-A-P-E-D. Do you have those, Holly? They're nice, aren't they? Thank you, Heather. All right, so we are looking for... We've done a lot so far, huh? I can't even believe it. Didn't seem like we did this much. Here we go. This is the one we're coloring on Monday. This is called Cherish. This is from Comforting Mandalas. Cherished Memories Held Close to My Heart. This book is really a grief healing coloring book. Thanks, Diana. And... but it could be used for anything. It doesn't have to be used for grief. It could be used for the loss or grief when it comes to death. You could use it for the grief when it comes to the loss of a breakup. Anything that you've lost. Maybe a change in your life. It could be anything. And then Wednesday on the 12th, I'm excited about this one because on Wednesday the 12th, we are coloring a page from Tribal Abstract, but we're turning them into bookmarks. So this page can be cut up into bookmarks. So that's why there's a line between all of this. So you can actually cut these out, and these can be bookmarks. So these are really cool bookmarks to laminate. Thank you, Lisa. To laminate, and I don't know what we're going to use with this one. I don't know what brush markers. We're using brush markers. So Monday is just this one. For next Wednesday is brush markers, and when we color. The Comforting Mandalas page on Monday, we're using just a number 2 pencil. Which ones do you like better, Holly? Do you like Moped or do you like Amaze Rock? I like them both. I think they're just different. I don't really think they're like in competition with each other. Do you? So that's it, my friends. That's all we have this morning. I'll be back on Monday and Wednesday, as usual. But I also have a color along on Saturday for our friend Patricia Burke. And I'm coloring a page from Patricia Burke's book. Another ginormous. I have to look at it. It's in the event page. I don't know the name exactly off the top of my head. And that's about it. I hope everyone has a great day. Thanks for joining me this morning. And rest up. You need some chicken soup, Christina. Diana. And we'll all talk soon. Thanks so much, you guys. Have a great day.